What's up, everybody? Welcome back, and here's another episode of what's going on in the Inspire Automotive Garage. So today we're going to be working on parts for the G35 kit, and the parts are now all CNC machined. Before I start with anything, I just want to give you guys a look at the donor car. We have taken the roof off. We have a lot of the interior parts taken out, and that's just to be able to cut the roof off. It's evident to me that this rear support beam or crossbar is going to have to be removed, and we're going to have to reinforce it a little bit lower, because where the rear hatch is going to sit about right here. So we're going to have to remove that, build something that's lower so that we can reinforce it. I think I might actually just replace it with a crossbar that will provide much more rigidity. Also, the roof, the roll cage that I have on it right now is a little bit off from the new design. This roll cage was meant for a previous design, but that has now since changed for the roof. So it will have to slightly change to fit the new roof. That's the car in its condition right now. I'm really excited to get the kit car parts done so that I can start building it. As for now, we're going to put together the greenhouse or the roof of the car, and we're going to test fit the windshield to see how well it will fit. Now, when I took measurements off of this, what I did was I laid it on the CNC machine, and I just took a lot of different points of the edge of the windshield on a X, Y, and Z axis, and then I plotted them in the CAD software, and then from that I created a 3D model of the windshield, and I used that 3D model of the windshield to model the new roof for the G35. So that's how I did that. But today we're going to be putting together the roof and then test fitting it to see how well it fit and if our measurements were actually accurate. So let's go ahead. I'm going to start assembling this piece, and it's going to be a full roof. Okay, here's how we're looking like so far. So let's move on to the rear half. You can see the top of it here. Here's the rear wall, which has a profile for a window to sit in, as well as the sides for the roof for the greenhouse. So let's go ahead and continue building. So here's the rear half, and now all that's left to do is just to join the front half with the rear half. So let's go ahead and try to join it together. I'm going to use some of these fasteners I have here, which has always worked out well. And here is the greenhouse for our G35. Let's see how well the windshield is going to fit. Now I don't expect it to fit perfectly, but let's see how close we can get it and what alterations we'll need to make to the plug for the windshield to fit. Let's go ahead and try it. Here it is, and we don't quite have a perfect fit, and we should leave about 1/8 of an inch at the edges. Now we have a problem with clearing the bottom because we're a bit too short. As you can see, the edge is right there. Let's just maybe put it up close to it and see what it might look like. I'm gonna need 2 hands for this one. Hold on. I'll give you guys a glimpse of the other parts. So rear fender, I think you guys seen that in the last episode. That's the other fender. Over here we have, let me lay this down. Here's the hood. That's the rear engine hatch cover, rear engine lid. We have other parts like the rear quarter panel. Oh, let me show you guys the door skin. It's the door skin. My favorite feature, a very subtle body line there. You can see this little cutout is the rear quarter. Okay, and I think you guys might like this piece. This is the rear bumper face with some of the sides missing, of course, but let me know what you guys think. If it looks good, if it doesn't, that's for that piece. All right, let's see what it looks like with the rear fender in place. It's not exactly in place, all right? Bear with me here. But just try to get an idea of what it might look like. Okay? I mean, it's more or less not that wide in the back. Oh yeah, before I go, check out my giant math hat. I have it on the trailer at the moment, and soon enough is going to be making its way around the country, specifically towards the West Coast. I'm going to have a few people just tow it. Wherever they go, just tow it. Take pictures, take it to sites and take pictures. And that's something I made with my own personal time and money. Yeah, but here we are. We have the G35 project. One last look at all the parts that we have. That's it for now, and I'll keep you guys updated. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.